Hi guys, hope you're well. It's Anita here. It's been a while since I've done a beauty bite, so I am really sorry. Today I'm going to do a beauty bite video on eyebrows. You can see I've done my whole face, so I tend to do my eyebrows at the very end. Some people like to do it before they do their eye makeup, some people like to do it afterwards. I personally prefer to do it afterwards because then I have a bit more control over what it's going to look like as well and the shape of it. So after doing like the whole of my face, I can see exactly where I need to fill in because I don't like really painted, really strong brows. I like it to be quite fluffy and natural. So I'm going to show you how I do my eyebrows. So I've also done my base and I'm going to try and keep it really simple and do it in 3 steps. Fingers crossed, hopefully I'll be able to explain all of that to you. So eyebrows is something that I've noticed some people don't do. It's really important to do your eyebrows, especially if you've done a full face of makeup. And the reason why is because if you don't shape your eyebrows, then it doesn't frame your face really well, it doesn't frame your eyes really well, and it doesn't do any justice to your eye makeup. So I do get a lot of clients who ask me how to do eyebrows properly. So in this video, I'm going to show you how I do a simple eyebrow look. Obviously Beauty Bites is for beginners, so this is something that I'm going to try and cover in 3 steps like I said. So something really simple and quick. Get yourself a pencil and we're going to use this as a guide. So the first thing is you get the tip of your nose and you line it up with your eye, and that is where you're going to do the front of your eye. So I've just done a little mark there. That's just going to help me guide me how I need to shape it. Again, end of my nose and through the eye, through the pupil onto the arch. So there. And as you can see, my eyebrows they are naturally falling like that because over the years I've mapped it like that. And again, bottom of my nose, the nostril, side of my nostril, and at the end of my eye and there. So as you can see, that is like from here, here, and here. This is the guide that you now need to use to draw in your shape. I have now, can you see, I've actually gone in and done the same guides on the other side. So I've got a pencil, I followed it at the end of my nostril and where the eyebrow should start, then again through the pupil and on the arch where the arch should start, and then again at the end. So this eyebrow is actually a lot shorter than this one naturally, so I always do tend to pencil it out a little bit more. Right, so next thing you're going to do is get yourself a slanted thin brush. It's very thin and it's slanted, so I just feel like it gives a lot more control. Now you can go in with a brow pencil, you can go in with like a dip brow, but like I said, I like my eyebrows really natural. So if you're looking for more of a natural look, then follow this technique. I am using eyeshadows. That's how I feel like you get more of a natural clean look rather than a very painted look. So I just go in with this dark brown. And this palette is just from Inglot, but you can go get any dark brown. I'm just going to get a bit of that. So the first step was the brow mapping. The second step that I normally do is I shape my eyebrows. So the guide that you've done, you kind of need to shape it. What I tend to do is do my arch first. So I like to get that clean line, and with most of the product, I want that part to be like the darkest first. So I'm just going to go in and do that. So just going to, as you can see, like my hair kind of like goes faded there. So I'm just going to start from there and make my way to that mark that I made earlier on for my arch. And there you go. So I probably was too heavy-handed on the guide, the pencil that I used, because it's quite prominent. But anyway, for the purpose of this video, it's fine. Right, so now I'm just going to go ahead and pencil and fill in any of my gaps. and go down to the end, and then I'm just going to rub out that mark that I made because I don't want it to be too obvious, and just follow that line down. Okay, there you go. So I've done that. Don't have to go as low as that if you don't want to, but it just depends on your face shape. I'm used to doing this particular shape, so I feel a bit odd if I don't go down a little bit more and thicken it out. So I'm going to get some more product, and now I'm going to start from underneath. So as you can see, my eyebrows are a bit sparse here, and there's a bit of, I need to get my eyebrows done because we're in lockdown. So what I'm going to do is draw this in, colour in underneath, and that should take the emphasis away from those stray hair that I have there. So start off not right at the end, but just before the end, and start filling in. So can you see? And then making your way to the front, but not all the way to the front. You don't want to go all the way to the front yet. And the idea is you want to use most of the product, as I said, here, and you know, you want to avoid using the brush loaded with brow, with the colour at the front first, because that's how you're going to get that really sharp brow. And what I'm doing now is I'm using whatever product was on my brush to create a shadow of my brow, and using the tip, using the tip of this brush, I'm just going to bring it up and out a little bit, just so it looks a little bit natural and unruly. I don't want it to look really shaped. And there you go. Can you see how it makes a difference from before and after? But this way it just looks more natural. Never go in with black. I always go in with the dark brown. I'm going to do the same again on the other side. So I'm going to start with the brow, with the arch first. So not all the way to the end, just before the end where my brow kind of like just disappears there. And connect it up with, just going to smudge out that guide again because it's so dark. It was actually a brown lip liner that I used. Okay, and keeping your brush like this. So if I'm going in this direction, then I want the brush to be like that. If I'm going in this direction, I want the brush to be in that direction. So the pointy part should be always towards the inside of the eye. And then just filling that in. And just get some more product. And remember guys, I mean, this is your eyebrows hair. They're sisters, they're not twins. It's virtually impossible to get them to look exactly the same. So don't beat yourself up on it. And like I said, you know, nobody's eyebrows naturally look the same. So to make it look the same is quite difficult. I'm just going to go in a little bit more here. And then again, at the bottom, I'm just going to rub this out a little bit because it's so dark. But I know where the guide is. Once you get used to this, you won't need to do the guides. You'll just be able to do it straight away. So again, brush, I keep calling my brush brow. So the brush this way, the pointy inside, and starting off at the bottom, not all the way at the end, just there, and I just want to make sure it's a nice clean line. Probably went down too long, and it's okay if you make a mistake, it's okay. And then again here. So my brows are definitely not the same. This one, they both grow very differently at the front. The growth is very, very different. But I do like brows where they kind of just, they're not so shaped at the front, and they look a little bit faded. So the dark color should be here, and it should be more faded at the front. Just going to, with the pointy part, do like almost stroke motions, just to give it a bit of a natural look. And there you go. That's how you do your brows in, how many steps was that? In a simple, basically way. And I will see you again soon on the next beauty bite. Do let me know what you think of that. Thank you. Bye.